Now, which shoe is best for each type of runner? Let's begin with foot strike. Hey everyone, and welcome back on the channel. My name is Alex, and in today's video we have a comparison between Nike's daily trainer Invincible, Vomero 16, Pegasus 38. Before that, I just want to mention that very quickly, in 10 days when you're watching this, the Metaspeed Sky and Metaspeed Edge will release in a new colorway. At least in the US, pre-orders are available right now at our US partner, Roadrunner Sports. If you want to pre-order the Metaspeed Edge or Sky, very difficult to find, so I wouldn't wait too much. If I were you in the US, they're not available right now in the EU, but if you're in the US, there's a link here, upper right hand corner or in the description. And if you manage to get the Metaspeed Edge, which I haven't tried myself, and that's a big bummer, I'm looking forward to your thoughts, especially compared to the Takumi Sen 8 upcoming Streak Fly. So, looking forward to hearing from you. All right, let's dive into today's topic, the Nike Daily Trainer Battle. I realize one of them may be missing here, and that's, or two maybe, the React Infinity 2 and the Structure 23-24. But I think these are the most popular daily trainers from Nike, and I thought it would be good to have a battle with them. So as always, let's begin with the specs and the weight. We're looking at the heaviest shoe is the Vomero 16 at 324 grams. Then we have the Invincible 321, and the lightest of the three is the Pegasus 38 at 307 grams. I'm a bit surprised because honestly the Vomero feels the lightest of the three on my feet when running, and the Invincible maybe the heaviest. So that's, comparing the objective numbers with the subjective feelings, that's always what we do here on the channel. Stack height, we're looking at 37 in the heel for the Invincible, 28 in the forefoot, 9mm drop. It's the the most cushion of the three. Then we have the Pegasus 38 at 33 in the heel, 23 in the forefoot, 10mm drop. And then we have the Vomero 29.5, 19.5, so 10mm drop as well. 9mm, 10mm, we can call it the same ballpark in terms of drop, but stack height are really different, and that impacts the ride, especially when comparing the Vomero and the Invincible. Ground feel and cushion are very different on these two shoes. We'll come back to that in the point section of the video when giving points to each shoe. Width of the platform, the most narrow shoe of the three in terms of platform width, not the fit, is the Pegasus 38, and then the widest is the Invincible. We have the Vomero in the middle, closer to the Invincible, but the Invincible is really, it has a really wide platform. So you get some inherent stability from that, especially in the forefoot, less so in the heel because of the collapsing of the ZoomX foam, but we'll come back to that as well. Geometer score, very interesting. We have ZoomX on two shoes. That's on the Invincible, 32 on the geometer scale, and on the Vomero 16, we're looking at 33.5. Then we have the SR02 carrier on the Vomero, which comes at 34. And my measurement may not be correct because I read in your comments, thank you very much for sharing with me your knowledge, and also on the internet, that the SR02 carrier is actually Nike's softest foam, even softer than ZoomX. So my number may not be correct. It's a bit harder on my geometer score compared to the ZoomX on the Vomero. I may be wrong. And then on the Pegasus we have 36, so a bit firmer, and it rides a bit firmer for the geometer scale of the midsole. The outsoles are pretty similar, 67 to 70, rubber outsole, so similar geometer scores on the three shoes. That's it for the numbers. Now let's move on to the one word, where I'm describing the ride of each shoe with one word, or just limited number of words. Let's start with the Invincible. I would say it's, I think I used already these words for the Invincible in the previous battle, but fun, bouncy, and at the same time dangerous. And I'll explain right now why. I think it's a shoe that, one, doesn't really allow you to control the pace. It's, at least for me, it makes me move a bit faster than I would like to. So yeah, that's a bit the drawback, and dangerous as well because I have some serious medial collapsing in the shoe due to the the compression set of the midsole of the ZoomX compound here in the midsole. Pegasus 38, I would say I want to stay unbiased and be sort of as objective as I can, but I would say dull. Yeah, I would say just dull, and that's pretty much all I have to say. Yeah, that's it, dull. And then Vomero 16, I would say good surprise, and actually, well balanced surprise and pleasure. That's what I feel with this shoe. So that's the one word section. Now let's jump to the points. So we'll go through all the different components of the shoes, and I will give 2 points to the best shoe, 1 point to the runner-up, and then 0 points to the worst shoe in each category. Upper, I will go with the Vomero 16, 2 points, and then 1 point for the Pegasus. The upper on the Invincible is just too much, too padded, there's too much material, it's too hot, and the fit isn't the best of all. Yeah, that's it for the upper. Now, laces, I would give 2 points to the Invincible. I actually quite like the laces, a bit thicker, at least a bit larger. And then I would give 1 point to the Vomero, 0 points to the Pegasus for the laces. Lockdown, I would go with probably 2 points for the Invincible. I think the lockdown is quite good here. That's also due to the extra padding, extra cushion, and you feel really locked down. And then 1 point for the Vomero, 0 points for the Pegasus. That's for the lockdown. Comfort of the upper, no doubt 2 points for the Vomero, and then I would say 1 point for the Invincible, 0 for the Pegasus 38. Midsole and ride of the shoe, no doubt 2 points for the Vomero. I really like this one. And then I would say 1 point for the Invincible again, 0 for the Pegasus. Stability, I would say 2 points for the Pegasus, 1 point for the Vomero, and 0 for the Invincible. Outsole and durability prediction, I would say 2 points for the Invincible, mainly because of the durability and the grip, which I think is pretty good. And then 1 point for the Vomero. I really like the grip and the durability prediction for the Vomero. Nothing wrong with the Pegasus outsole, so here it may deserve 1 point as well, but it doesn't get any. And then price point, we're looking at 180 euros, $180, 150 euros, $150. You can find many discounts, including at our US and EU partners in the description. I don't know if it's 120 or 130, but in any event, 2 points, 1 point, and 0 for the Invincible, which is, in my opinion, overpriced, at least at its retail price. Discounted, it may be a better deal if you like it. Now, which shoe is best for each type of runner? Let's begin with foot strike. If you're a heel striker, I would tend to say that the Vomero would work the best, and then maybe the Invincible, although that depends on whether you have stability issues, stability needs. Then if you're a midfoot, forefoot striker, pretty much the same. I would go Vomero first, maybe Pegasus, and then only Invincible. Midfoot, forefoot strikers, with these three, I think there's no huge difference. It just matters if you prefer more cushion, Invincible, or if you prefer more ground feel, Vomero. I wouldn't really pick the Pegasus here, but yeah. Now, stride runner, cadence runner. Stride runners, honestly, may be enjoying the Invincible a bit more because they are putting more force into each footstep. And so, that extra bit of cushion here may work well for them. I'm one of them, and my preference goes to the Vomero. So, this shows that there isn't a fixed rule. Cadence runner, Vomero or Pegasus. I think the Invincible may work as well very fine, but it's a bit clunky, and when you're moving a bit more your feet, you have a higher turnaround. This may be, you know, a bit too clunky, a bit too heavy. Again, that's my subjective appreciation here. And yeah, heavier runner, you could go with the Invincible if you don't have any stability issues. If you do have stability issues needs, Nike Structure, not reviewed here, not in the battle, or maybe Pegasus. For some reason, heavier runner, I'm not sure you would enjoy the Vomero. There's a bit maybe too much ground feel for you here. Lighter runner, I would go between the Vomero and the Pegasus. This is a bit too clunky. It works perfectly fine for many light runners, so it doesn't mean if you're a light runner that this wouldn't work for you. It could, just a matter of preference again. I think we covered pretty much everything. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this type of battle, mixing data and subjective feelings, don't hesitate, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really helps you know, the channel to grow. Basically, we just went over 4,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you very much for that. We may do a live stream to celebrate next week, why not? And so yeah, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I think 70% of the viewers are not subscribed to the channel. It would help if you could like the video and subscribe. Thank you very much. Enjoy your run today, enjoy your ride, and go beyond your limits. Bye-bye.